Today in the shop, I'm going to take this damaged wheel, I'm going to rehoop it with a new hoop and make it narrower at the same time. Change the offset, stuff like that. Want to see how it's done? Keep watching. So here we have a side-by-side wheel that's actually pretty banged up. It's actually not too bad. It could be beaten out and that could be straightened up and it would be just fine, but I want to do two things. I also want to make it a 6-inch. Right now it's 7.5. I want to make it a 6-inch because it's going to be a spare tire for the side-by-side, and only the narrower one fits on the front and the back, where this one won't actually fit on the front without rubbing some of the arms and stuff like that, steering linkage. So, kill two birds with one stone. So I spent about a month just trying to find a single front tire for my Yamaha Rhino for a spare tire. Could not find one at all. I ended up with free, I think this one's off of Polaris. I think this one's off of Kawasaki for free. But nothing in Yamaha's bolt pattern anywhere. So I ended up finding this damaged one on eBay. I think I paid right around 20 bucks, which was just the cost of shipping essentially. So the guy probably actually made $1 or something off this, but ended up getting one with the right lug pattern that's all damaged up for my Yamaha. But now I need to take one of these hoops and replace it to here. Pretty simple. We just cut it out and weld it in. So all we have to do is cut out that weld, that weld, that weld, that weld, and the same thing over here. So I actually wanted to show you how I cut out welds. And that is, your natural instinct would be to start cutting through the weld, but that actually goes in there more than you think. So I actually like to just skip the weld and cut fresh material and around, and then I'm just completely missing the weld. I can grind that down later, and now I can just hammer it out. You can see I just came on the inside and cut it out, and you can see over here on this one I need to save the hoop. I could damage the center. Same thing. I can just come in here. Anytime I'm ever cutting a welded part, apart, I like to just cut in the fresh material out here and be done with it, and then just grind that flush. I mean, you could sit there and start cutting and cutting and cutting, but I mean, to cut through this is about 1/4 inch, so you're just cutting through 1/4 inch. To cut through this weld and to continue down, you're actually probably cutting through about 1/2 inch thick steel. So my go-to is just a die grinder. This is a cordless one, and just to get in there and just cut it out. We could also do plasma cutter, so I did this one with a die grinder really fast. That's a different experience. I blew a hole. I had to weld that up. These rims were just way too small to use a plasma cutter. Ends up just circling around and spraying right back in your face. So I just finished them off with the die grinder, and that's a cleaner look too. The plasma cutter's too messy. You can get it in there, but you can't really get it in there. Looking at my cut lines with this, I didn't even nick, really, not at all. I didn't even nick the inside of the rim. Where I did do the plasma cutter, I did have one stray stream shoot and give me one little teeny pinhole, but I'll weld that up easy enough, no big deal. Right now is when you would grind these down. I don't really need to because I'm not going past those. I'm actually going to be, this I think is actually going to be sitting in front of them about 1/4 of an inch. No big deal. Let's line this up. Guess I'll put the valve stem between 2 lug nuts. Don't know. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. And I should have, off the outside of here, roughly 5 1/8 inches. I am at about 5 1/4, a little 5 5/16. So you can see how much of a gap I have. So hammer that in a little bit more, and then we'll go put this out on the side-by-side and see what a run out is before we actually start welding. Okay, I've got it bolted to a wheel. Tighten those 2 lug nuts down. You can do all 4. And then I got a piece of wire right here, just almost touching the inside edge. And now I can check the run out and make sure we're really close. I mean, I measured off the back, and I think we're probably within a 1/16, but let's spin it and see. I'm touching. I am about a 1/16 of an inch away right here at the peak, and then I touch again. I touch just barely lightly, and right there I'm a 1/16 of an inch away, so I need to just tap it this way or tap the opposite side in. Okay, I did it all with the wire there just to see it, and then I just brought this out just to double check. The thing is you'll always have like a weld seam. So this, you'll find out the steel rims are never perfectly round. They're not machined. So you always have like a weld seam and stuff. And so there's always going to be like a little bit. I think I'm 40 thousandths or something, which is, for this, you'll have a tire that runs out more than that. This will look like it's just spinning. And it kind of goes in and out. It's not like 40 thousandths on one side. It kind of waves a little bit. And who knows if this edge is good. I guess I could be measuring off this edge. But that's where the tire actually holds, and this is where the tire actually holds. And if you guys just look right here, we'll move this so you guys don't even see this. So you guys can see like this edge and then up there. Yeah. That's straight. Time to weld it up. There we go. Shot some flat black on it. Check that out. My angle grinder is, one of my angle grinders is growing a full-grown beard. Kind of neat. I'll just leave it alone, let it do its thing. You see how weebly wobbly that last one, that old rim was. But shot some flat black on the front. Let that dry up. Throw a tire on it. Some rims actually have quite a bit of a channel or drop, and this is how much I could have adjusted the offset. You know, say you wanted to, you can actually see where it was welded before. Say you wanted to make some super deep dish rims or something. You actually have quite a bit. And car rims and stuff generally don't have even these shoulders. They have a pretty deep well in them. This one right here was not as big. Didn't have much to do. But I have to throw a tire on there. I have a special tire just for that, and I got to show you guys that. That's this tire right here that was in a video couple weeks ago with huge sidewall damage. I actually am going to show you how to permanently repair a sidewall gash in an off-road tire. I actually lucked out finding these ones for free that were just super straight. So turned out nice, looks like a brand new rim, and it'll function just like a brand new rim. Throw the tire on it, and then I'll throw it on actually the front of the ATV. We'll go actually abuse it and see how well it holds up, and I'll bring you guys along for a video on that. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye. Huh. Who did that? Did you do that to it? Today's plane killed that frisbee. No longer throws. This one no longer throws. That one, I'm surprised that one came out a second time. This one's almost broken, and this one's almost broken. Good thing people donate money to you, right? So you can buy new frisbees and bones. Oh, you missed it. We don't catch frisbees really well. Right? You like this tennis ball better? Huh? Yeah, we have no problem with the tennis ball. Sound like you're running a marathon. Ginger, check this out. I TIG welded it back up. What'd you think? Hey! Hey! Come here, come get it. You're welcome.